Good morning, dear children. Hope you all are fine and safe at home and taking keen interest in your studies. Dear children, today we are going to start lesson number 3, The Man Who Loved All. The Man Who Loved All. It is given on page number 20 of your book. Please be ready with that chapter. Dear children, we know many great personalities. Time to time we study about them. We know about the social reformers, those who have done a lot for the mankind. For example, we know about Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa loved human beings. She did great things for them. People, those who were sick, those who didn't have places to live, she gave them shelter, food, and fulfilled all the other needs. The same way, in today's chapter, we are going to study about the great personality, that is Abraham Lincoln. We are going to study about Abraham Lincoln in this chapter. He belonged to a simple family, but he was very hardworking. On the basis of his hard work, he could reach to the White House. We will study about his journey of life. Clear? I hope you all are ready with page number 20. Let us start the chapter, The Man Who Loved All. There was a time when people were brought in chains to the market and sold like oxen and horses, who are tied in a chains. You know, the animals. We have seen the animals. But it was a time when human beings were treated in this way. They were brought in chains and they were sold. They were brought from the African jungles. These people were brought from the African jungles. They were sold to the white wealthy men in Europe and America. The wealthy, rich people of Europe and America were buying these human beings, people brought from African jungles. This practice was called slavery. Bringing people in chains and selling them to the wealthy people is called the practice of slavery. These slaves had to work for the rich owners who bought them from the market. What these slaves were doing? They were doing each and everything asked by their owners. Clear? The condition of these slaves was worse than that of animals. Animals' condition was also better than these slaves. These slaves were treated badly, very mercilessly. They were treated mercilessly and they worked day and night. They were not getting time to take rest. They were not getting proper food to eat. But day and night they were asked to work for their owners. And this practice was called slavery. Slavery was abolished by Abraham Lincoln when he was the President of United States of America. This slavery practice was stopped by Abraham Lincoln when he was the President of United States of America. When Abraham Lincoln became the President of USA, he stopped the practice of slavery. Abraham Lincoln is a world famous name. You might be knowing about this great personality, dear children. It is interesting to know how this lover of mankind traveled from a poor wooden cabin to the White House. In this chapter, we will study about Abraham Lincoln, that how from a small log cabin, from a small hut, he reached to the White House. We know that the President of United States of America stays in a White House. Abraham Lincoln was born on 12 February 1809 in a log cabin. Log cabin means a hut made of wood. Okay, on 12 February 1809, he was born in a small wooden hut. His father, Thomas Lincoln, was a poor farmer, and mother, Nancy, was an illiterate housewife. She was not educated. She was illiterate, was not even able to write and read. And father, Thomas, was also a poor farmer. The family, after wandering from place to place, settled in Indiana, a heavily forested area. Early in the beginning, the family was not having a proper shelter. They were wandering from place to place, but finally they settled in a place called Indiana, which was heavily forested area, means it was jungle area. Lincoln, who was a healthy boy, helped his father in farming. As Lincoln's father was farmer, Abraham Lincoln also started his father in farming, started helping his father in farming. He cleared the forest for farming by felling trees with an axe. With an axe, they cut the trees and made the place suitable for farming. Young Lincoln spent his childhood without any schooling. The poor conditions of the family didn't permit Lincoln to attend school, as Abraham Lincoln belonged to a poor family. He could not go to school. Moreover, being an isolated and remote region, the place where they were living had no schools nearby. They were very far. They were staying very far away. They were isolated, means not joined with others, or they were separated. Remote means far away place. As there were no schools nearby, he was not able to go to school to study. In 1818, tragedy struck a family. In 1818, Lincoln's family faced a great tragedy. What was that? Abraham's mother died. Can you imagine a family without mother? Now, there was nobody to look after Lincoln and his elder sister. So, in the following year, Thomas Lincoln married Sarah Bush Johnson, a widow with 3 children. As Abraham's mother died, his father, Thomas Lincoln, had second marriage. He had second marriage with Sarah Bush Johnson, who was a widow, whose husband died, and she was having 3 children. The children liked their stepmother, and she loved Abraham and his sister. Abraham Lincoln's second mother was the stepmother for them, and she was very good lady, and she loved Abraham and his sister, and they also loved their stepmother. The stepmother understood the importance of education. She encouraged the children to get education. Whenever time permitted, Lincoln attended the ABC school, which taught how to read, write, and do simple arithmetic. Now, their stepmother, Sarah Bush Johnson, realized the importance of education. So she allowed Abraham Lincoln also to study. Whenever he was allowed to go to ABC school, where he learned to read, write, and do simple arithmetics. With this learning and a desire to learn more, Lincoln started reading a number of books. Though he was not getting, he did not get a good school from the beginning, but as he got the chance, his desire of studying, because of his desire, he kept reading number of books. He wanted to read, he wanted to learn more and more. So dear children, half of the chapter we have covered up. Read at least this chapter twice and try to understand. The remaining chapter will cover up in the next class. Thank you.